Well, Tamar does an interview and she speaks on some of the behind the scenes that obviously we were not able to see because, as you guys know, with any of these reality shows, everything is cut and they decide what they want to air. Well, one thing we do know is this is a sick family. I'm sick of them. I want them off our TV if they're not going to talk about the real issues. But let's get into what Tamar had to say with regards to her sisters. Okay, we're going to jump into it because she addresses Towanda the hate and none other than the cease and desist.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Hold on. My niece Ashley, who we love very much, posted her videos on social media with some accusations about her family. My family was a little surprised.
Well, there was a lot going on the internet.
Tamar announced that she would be interviewing our niece Ashley on Tamar's podcast. I didn't think it was a good idea.
I am getting Ashley here. You're not going to make me feel bad about that. I wanted her to come to a safe place to tell her story.
Now, of course, guys, the clip that you guys just saw, this is where the issue started. Tamar brought the niece Ashley, which is her brother's daughter, and also the sibling of the deceased daughter. Now, it seems like the family did not want to talk about that situation with regards to what Trina's deceased husband allegedly was sexting Ashley, okay? Then the information with regards to their brother being abusive, it's just a bunch of secrets that they just did not want to talk about. And it seems like the sisters just pretty much turned their back on Tamar. Like, who in the hell told you to be on this show telling our secrets? But little do they know, we not dumb. We see right through this bullshit and we could respect them more if they would deal with the real issues because we all, no matter how perfect we think our families are, they are not, and we all have issues. And I think we would have been more accepting of these folks if they stopped playing in our damn faces and acting like there's something that they are not, because there is nothing special about these folks, and they are the most effed up family I have ever saw in my life.
About being blamed for something that I didn't do.
So who gave the man my address?
That's called an attorney.
Oh, he can't find my address in that letter. That house not even under my name. Because I know y'all don't give a about me. I'm not expecting y'all to really give a about me. But what I am asking about is my child.
Now, guys, and I said this in my previous video, go back and watch it. Tamar's concern was who gave the man my address. And as I stated before, the reason why she was concerned, because if you guys have followed Tamar, you know that she at one point in time was living with her mother. And it wasn't because she was broke and she didn't have a house. It was reported that someone had broken into her home. She felt violated. In this particular interview that she did, what she stated was, when you've been violated and then somebody breaking your house, it seems like you're being violated all over again. So she was afraid. She did a sit down podcast interview with the Morning Hustle show. And in that interview, she talked about basically being afraid to live on her own. So therefore, she lived with her mom. It's her mom's house. She felt comfortable. She did not want to have a place on her own. Obviously, now she has moved into her own place. She owns several homes. But at one point in her life, she was scared to be on her own. The issue was, she does not want random people to have her address because of what she experienced when someone broke in her house. She says she spends a lot of moolah, a lot of money to keep her and her son safe. Her family knew this. So the point that you gave someone her address, and that's why she stated in this previous clip, you may not give a damn about me, but I would have thought that you would have cared just a little bit for my son.
And so when my house got robbed, it was that was really hard for me. And people that's close to me knew that. And I have gone to great lengths and spent an obscene amount of money keeping my home and keeping myself safe, because it's just Logan and myself.
Yeah.
And when that was violated, that was like, wow, so y'all giving out my address now? Well, y'all know. Because I know everybody was like, well, she lived with her mother, and everybody thought I was having financial issues. No, that wasn't the case. I just didn't feel safe anywhere.
Yeah.
You know? And it was like, I didn't want to leave from my mother's house, because if everybody has a good relationship with their parents, your home or your family's home is a safe place. Mm-hmm. So for me, it took me a long time to actually buy a house here that I actually lived in. Like, I have 3 that's just sitting here in the city because I just didn't feel safe enough to move into.
Yeah, so when they gave out that address, you just felt like they already knew what you was going through?
Yeah, man, because, not only did he send it to my house once, he sent it to my house 3 times. He sent it to my house. He had someone walk it up to my house. He sent it where they sent it through U.S. mail, and then they sent it there. They sent it through U.S. mail, and then they sent it through
and it said your name on it,
said
obviously.
My name, where I was, and sent it through UPS. And I'm like, I mean, are we being intentional here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was really upset about it. And unfortunately, at that table was the first time that I had seen
them, like, I got a cease and desist, and nobody said anything.
Because it was never a factor of a cease and desist. It was a factor of who gave out my personal information.
Yeah.
My home.
It's about being blamed for something that I didn't do.
So who gave the man my address?
That's called an attorney.
Oh, he can't find my address in that letter. That house not even under my name. Because I know y'all don't give a about me. I'm not expecting y'all to really give a about me. But what I am asking about is my child.
Now, as Tamar explained in her interview, the entire issue was who gave the man her address, simply because she had been violated before with somebody breaking into her place. So she felt like her family was aware of everything, and she thought that they would at least not give out her address. As you guys saw in the clip, she explains that her property is not in her name, which is very significant, because if you're trying to look up where somebody lived and they own their property, you can find them. But if the property is not in their name, you have 2 issues. For one, you need to know what name the property is in to be able to look it up. So that is what she's saying. The property isn't in my name, so nobody would have been able to find me by looking up my property because it's not in my name. Now, she was also asked about Towanda. Let's get into what she said with regards to Towanda and not being invited to her wedding.
She was trying to break it up, so we're just going to go with what she said. When she tried to separate us, I didn't feel like she tried to separate us. I felt like she tried to separate me. You get what I'm saying?
I can see why you think that.
Right, because she pushed me and turned and protected Tony.
She did.
Right? And gave you a superstar. You're the number one R&B. Right? So that's what I was feeling like.
But aren't y'all all superstars?
I mean, okay. Fine. I don't have to be, and I definitely don't have to be in my family dynamic. I'm okay with being the youngest sister of amazing siblings that I grew up with that are beautiful and talented and black.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't have to be a superstar in that situation. When I'm at work, you will give me my flowers. You will respect me. But when I'm in that situation with my family, we don't even have to bring up our occupation.
Right.
And the status of our life.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah,
right?
I don't think so.
But I just felt like I was pushed in the corner at that table. Like, I really came to discuss my niece, where's everybody head at in this, and who gave out my address. That was the objective for me. Yeah. And I didn't mean to come, in a way that was combative or aggressive. I was really trying to have a real sensible conversation. Now, when people started pushing my back up against the wall and I had to come out fighting, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Do you feel, did this happen, this whole situation, the cease and desist, was that sent before Towanda's wedding?
All of that was before Towanda's
Before
wedding.
Towanda's
and
wedding.
before the bridal shower that I was invited to, but I wasn't invited to.
Do you feel like you was uninvited because they felt like you were trying to put the family on blast with your niece, or?
I wasn't trying to put my family on blast with my niece. My niece put her experience on blast by herself.
Yeah.
And I signed up to support her. And I still am signed up to support her.
So what was Towanda's issue with you? Do you feel like that you were uninvited from the wedding? Because originally you were.
But I was uninvited from everything before the table.
Yeah.
So was I really invited to the wedding, or was that another part of being gaslit?